Guys, so we're back with, I think, part 7 of the day, man. It's been a long day. And it's been, which means it's a blessed day to say the least. Now, shout out to, again, Luca, who's back here putting one thing in front of the other, cooking, shape-shifting.
Dude, it smells so good in here, though.
Bruh. And
a little hack. You want to add flavor to something? Peppers and onions, man. A little garlic, good to go.
Tell them.
And it literally looks crazy. Now, Richard is a Scotch aficionado. And he brought 7 bottles of Scotch.
I did.
Bring it.
I'm like, dude, I don't know if I need 7 bottles of Scotch. But Luca loves Scotch, and he already said, hey, I just need a corner on the couch before
a little rest.
And mind you, he's been here since 10 this morning, people want it.
Going
Luca
ham.
said he's going to be like 10, 15. He's literally been at my house since 10, 15.
This is what, course 5, 6?
At least 5, and it's 4:04. And he's been with the apron and cooking the whole time. So, you got your cup? You got your glass? Get your clean.
Yo, this
Yeah. It was funny. It's like he got familiar with the dishwasher and everything.
Yeah.
So,
If one of these floating around somewhere,
gets better, but
you know
Richard
what?
brought us a bottle kill. Richard, walk us through this. And
I don't know a ton about it because most of it's
Fucking looks
in
like
German.
Sauvignon Blanc.
It's one of those.
The label too.
It's a bottle my uncle sent me. The one that got me into Scotch, who has a ridiculous collection and used to send me.
Crazy
and
good.
Still sends me good, like
Maximum
great
beat.
stuff.
that's
Yeah.
the German joint,
That's a
right?
statement right there.
This bottle's been sitting like this for way too long, and so at some point it's gonna go to shit if we
Gotta
don't
do
kill
it.
So we're just get into it today.
No, 100%. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
pour him something first, man. He look, oh, well, yeah.
Yes,
you go.
chef.
Yay.
I am very curious on this.
And this is a Pete Fanatic. Now, mind you, I don't need it. Just make sure everybody else tries it. Guys, he's brought 7 bottles. I'll survive. But either way it goes, we're bottle killing it.
You got, where's you next?
Bro, I'm cooking it.
Bro.
It, like,
We got
gonna-
7 bottles.
the
I know, we gotta try it all.
Smells
A little bit.
Pour this up.
The first thing I would say is
Motherfucker.
like, this is like,
We need
this is
Jimmy
a
on
relative
camera.
one.
You gotta participate in the
Because like
drinkery.
it's
Trust me,
got
I've
that
been drinking
same kind
since
of
10 this morning.
smoke to it.
Oh, no, that's right. Here, I took a nice one. You
It's like,
take the
well,
rest.
yeah, no, it's like,
I took
Arabic,
most
for example,
of it.
very different smokiness to it. This is,
I got a big belly. I can absorb that shit.
From the
Oh, wow.
That's what I was wondering. Is it
Heat.
barbecue
You know what I mean?
smoke?
Yeah.
It's like a pit, huh?
This
Yes.
is literally like
a
walking in
different-
Rodney Scott's. Go watch Chef's Table. Pit Masters, where they're like,
Or just go stick your head in my pit, because mine smells like that.
Exactly.
no, Jimmy's does. Like, bro, like when you look at Quad. So, what is your thoughts, man? Scoot up here. What are your
this
thoughts?
is quite flavorful. I mean, it's like the nose on it is a lot punchier and smokier than you would think, but once you taste it, it's like there's a lot of hay and grass and honey to it.
Great
It's-
sweetness on the palate.
It's like polar opposites, right? So you get the smoky peat on the nose, but when you drink it, it's light and refreshing. So easy to
It
drink.
tastes like a farm.
It does.
It does.
I also used to smoke cigarettes, and I don't anymore.
I
But part of me misses it a little
Me
bit.
too, me too, bro. I feel you.
It's kind of like I'm smoking a cigarette while I'm drinking my whiskey. And
Hey,
I
I
don't
like
have
that.
one, you know what I mean?
Here's the
Got a little Marlboro Light in
here's
there.
the old cigarettes.
Yeah.
Them old things. So, Richard, Uncle got you into
Pine.
fucking.
The shit's good.
He got you into the Scotch,
Yeah.
and you brought a bottle kill. Now that was ridiculous to say.
Wanna
the
try
least. That was good.
You see the bottle?
Of course.
The nose is punchy, but the fucking
Guys,
palate
let me
is.
ask all you guys if you don't mind, because I don't know.
So,
What got you guys so fascinated? Like, you guys know stuff about whiskey and Scotch like people know about. I know a lot about dogs, so I'm almost like, I'll be the pot calling the kettle black. I was like, oh, that's crazy. You
it's
know
the
that's
same thing. It's just the infatuation with it, and then I'm a nerd, so I like to dive deep. I dive down the rabbit hole and just learn as much as I can.
Yeah. What about you, Eric?
Well, a similar thing is once you get in and understand it, I mean, there's a little difference in the distillate from place to place.
Sure.
But so much happens in the barrel.
Yeah. That's where the magic
From barrel to
is.
barrel.
The wood, right?
And just finding the differences and trying to understand the differences and
The environment,
the
right?
environment and
The cooperage, because where the trees are grown plays a big aspect in the flavor components that you get from the barrels, right?
Yep.
I honestly think like that's why like Johnny Drum for me, I get peanuts, crazy peanuts. So for me, it's like why am I getting peanuts all the time on that bottle? And I'm come to the conclusion, well maybe that's grown by. Maybe that cooperage has a peanut farm close by, and
No, it's all good.
I don't
It's more
know,
like-
but
Who's Johnny Drum? Is that Willet?
yeah.
yeah.
more of like if we're
I like Johnny Drum.
On, you know.
I like the ones that people sleep on. Because there's a lot of good whiskey out there that people just miss up because they're chasing Blanton's or they're chasing Weller or they're chasing George Stagg, right?
So I'm at work, and it's like we have a crazy collection up there, and people are like, oh my god, we have so much great bourbon. What would you like? Buffalo Trace. I'm like,
fuck off, right?
Nothing wrong with it, but like, what's the point of having
It's
all
good,
these
but
crazy?
you got choices.
And also, like, we're in a place because okay, the club, being that it's a members club, right? Like, we're not trying to mark up things ludicrously because you're already paying to be there.
Yeah.
And my markup is static across the board, so I'm not jacking up, you know, the allocated stuff higher than everything else. Everything is marked up at the same static percentage. So you want to come in there, Blanton's is like $10 a pour. Have at it. And when we're out of it, move on to something else.
Yeah. And Blanton's is mediocre, to be honest. Regular Blanton's to me is alright. It's not.
I couldn't believe I saw it. Like,
I like more the history of it.
Like $100 almost MSRP now. It's like
All
it's
I mean is
ridiculous.
I like the history of it because I love Elmer T. Lee and I think he's cool because he did create the single barrel movement per se. Yeah. So that aspect of it I love, and I love some of the straight from the barrels, and I love some of the gold picks. But I'm not chasing that trash, dude. I'm not chasing Buffalo Trace, bro.
Okay, well, Richard, walk us through our next pour of Scotch.
For sure.
Okay. The next one I think is
I'm an addict for it.
yeah, it's a Coila.
Coila, what does that mean?
It's that's the distillery. It's an Isla, so it's another. I guess the next four that we're gonna be peated Islas.
So this is your favorite region, right?
It's not my favorite.
What's your favorite region then?
Because Jimmy was asking before you got here.
Yeah, because I was trying to tell Luca.
It's up. Like I don't have a favorite region.
Okay, you don't.
I like Campbelltown a lot.
Thank you. I was about to say Campbelltowns are really interesting.
And I love Isla.
So I thought you mentioned you had a favorite. My bad.
No worries.
I misspoke.
And I like Highlands a lot. I like Space House. I like them all. Yeah, they all have their own, you know.
Depends
stuff
on the
going
year, the age of the barrel, and then the flavor profile.
Or like what you're going for. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, like they always ask that like desert island thing, I guess. But like I'm not trying to like eat one thing for the rest of my life. You know what I mean? Like it's like sometimes you want a sherry bomb, or sometimes you want
spice
smoke.
of life,
Yeah.
brother.
Sometimes you want So exactly.
Shit, dude.
So
what makes this one special?
Coila's cool because they're owned by Diageo, and a lot of their stuff that is like
they do not want to cooperate.
usually single barrels. They don't. A lot of their stuff doesn't make it out.
So Diageo, isn't that who bought Blanton's? I mean, not Blanton's, Balcones?
Yes. But like most Coila, they have a few lines under their own name, but it's not usually single barrel products, and it's not usually barrel strength. And then a lot of their stuff goes into blends like Johnny Walker and some other stuff.
Cool. Hey, and again, the color is very like honey-esque, wine-esque. Yeah, but it looks cool.
Yeah, it's an ex-bourbon barrel.
And what's the proof on that? 88?
56.7.
Oh, wow, 114.
Yeah, it's 11 year.
112. Yep.
It's 11 years old. It was distilled in 2008. And it looks like it was a specs pick.
Nice, dude. See, I need to take pictures of all these because I would never know, and I probably could never find this one. This one's cool though.
Look for that in the wine section.
I drink, I drink a Irish whiskey that is very similar to me to this one, and I can't remember the name right now. Comes in like a green tube. It's pretty damn good, but it's peaty as hell. Peaty as hell.
Comes in a green tube?
Yeah, it's an Irish whiskey though.
Oh, okay.
Is this scratching
So
that in?
no, it's like this is such a like people are like it's smoky. I'm like, well, yes, but it's a very different, distinctly different quality of smoke.
From this one, or just
Smoke.
I haven't got this.
Like this doesn't do the like cigarette thing I was talking about earlier. You know what I mean?
This
Like,
doesn't have
It's got no nicotine in it.
yeah.
Take it, smell.
Damn it, boy.
No rat poison.
Take a whiff of that and see what you think, because I'll give you exactly what I think.
Oh man, this is.
It's definitely a softer PPM
that's
than,
yeah, but
like
that's
the
maybe
max.
I went light, cuz. Oh. Y'all pour for me next time.
And this was called Maximum P.
Sorry,
So
dude.
there was going to be a
I
little
don't
bit
mean to
more
do that.
in this one.
Goddamn Stony Mahoney.
I'm like this.
But they take
I
a
want
whiff
to act
of
like
that.
ain't nothing in it bigger.
Oh wow.
That's like a smoked ham hock with some with like rubbed in honey.
And hot.
That is so nice.
H&H.
It is way different smoke smell from the first one. The first one was barbecue. This is more like savory smoke.
So between you two Scotch addicts, you're a Scotch guy too, right? You like Scotch.
I do.
What is the thing that you look for when all of it kind of tastes a little peaty or it smells a little peaty? Like, what is the difference between peat and peat? You go, hey, they're both
Repeat.
apples, but like, which
it's-
apple's better? Like,
It's
Well, then how do you know,
Drop
like-
an analogy. I mean, there is varieties and varieties of. I mean, it's like you're talking about different regions, the water, the composition of like the bog they're in, essentially, right? So like that's gonna come up to a very different profile of vegetable matter that's becoming peat.
So-
Like you're dealing
yeah.
with like the water sources are different. I mean, shit, like there's so many variables.
Yeah.
what are your thoughts, man?
I agree completely, and sometimes it's peaty, but there's like a seafood component to it. Sometimes it's peaty
'Cause of the
but
salt air and
it's
stuff.
a drier peat, like
This is
like a
good,
peat.
dude.
Yeah.
But also
Sometimes-
like it's,
I'm telling you.
even the same.
It's
distillery,
crazy.
Same line. We're mentioning this earlier.
Dude, you want to try?
Red for me is incredibly hit or miss, right?
Dude, it's crazy,
Regular Red
bro.
I'm okay with, but like a Ugadal, I like that. But then
Wait,
one of
see,
my
the
friends
palate's
bought a bottle of
gonna blow
Louis
your
Beastie,
brain.
and I
It's
thought
like,
it was
what the
horrendous.
fuck?
And I think that was one of those things where I think the age kind of worked against it.
Correct.
Where
I
it's
think
like
they tried to push that one out in volume to get it out.
and it's like it was not a pleasant smokiness to it. It just tasted like, you know, smoke and like you're biting into a bark of something. It just there was no balance and there was something missing. And I think honestly now that I've tried a few other iterations,
Pop in your mouth.
I think probably age.
Right?
I mean,
Like,
Now, let me ask you this
Yeah.
too, because you're becoming a master blender.
Oh yeah.
This is probably a
And you're-
much lower ppm than the max
What is the
peat that we
ppm?
had. ppm is a scale that they use to
Parts per
loosely
million.
describe how much smoke is in the how much smoke or
So you mean
peat
parts
you
per
can
million,
perceive
ppm?
in the whiskey.
So again, this is a good question for both of you. Chef,
Yeah,
you cook,
absolutely.
and you have a great palate specifically when it comes to food, and clearly whiskey and Scotch. Stan asked Tim this question, and he asked me this question too, and I don't think it was on camera. He said, Trevor, how do you build your palate? So if you guys were going to build a whiskey palate, maybe a food palate, what's the bridge? Like, how do you like grow your palate to like Scotch or embrace the journey Scotch and whiskey, bourbon, rye, wheat?
Try it.
Well, I was gonna say, first of all, I think you need to be somebody that wants to experience flavor because I've met enough people that are like, oh, and it's just the thought of something that's
They
like, no,
freak
I
out.
don't like, right? And it's food and everything else. And then you have other people that are like,
Open
like,
mind.
I have a server at work, right? We got to try scallops. He's like, yeah, not my thing. It's like, but you know what? When you get better ones, I'm gonna try it again. Maybe it'll be different. Like, it's like, I like the fact that you're like, okay, you're okay with trying something and not liking it, and you're still open to the fact that you're gonna try it again a different time. in case
Because
the
it
outcome is
changes.
this, right? But I've met enough people that are like, that sounds horrible. I'm not even gonna touch it.
Yeah, have an open mind, dude, because it's all about open. And that's why travel forces you to have an open mind, especially like when this is all you can get and you hungry, you're gonna eat it. And
Yeah,
so,
but I've done that enough to where there's people that are just so stuck in their ways that they'll force it down to get by, and
It's
then they go back to their
unfortunate.
nuggets, right?
That's unfortunate.
So to me, it's like you got to start in a place where it's like, if you want to be on a ride, be on the ride, because then it becomes a matter of like being open and trying stuff and understanding what you like and don't, and then it becomes a matter of repetition and identifying what it is that you're tasting. Because, I mean, I cook for a living, but I don't do this for a living. So there's a lot of stuff that I can pick up that's like, oh, like, somebody poured me a Willet Purple Top, and I'm like, no, that smells like creme brulee. And they're like, oh, that's cool. I didn't think of it that way. I'm like, it was immediate.
Yep.
But I'm
and
not
then
com-
when you say it, they taste it because that's how influential your words are. But you got that, and it's probably spot on. But you see how influential that is, and it's like, but your palate's
But I'm saying, like,
crazy,
when I
so you
saw-
can grab
like, when I see you taking notes, it's like there's so many specific flavors that I'm like, some of it I'm like, okay, I didn't pick that out, but some of it I'm like, I'm not even sure I was. It's like I picked on something, but I wasn't sure how to verbalize and articulate that. So I
Right.
think that comes with being in it, and that's your line of work. And it's like
He does
you
a good
identify-
job, doesn't he?
Yeah, and so you identify and you're able to kind of put it into something where it's like, that is what that is.
Yeah.
And that's impressive.
Yeah, honing in on that and being able to articulate that in words is impressive. 100%.
To me, a lot of times, like I taste something that's like more than the actual flavor. It's like, this reminds you of a specific feeling, like like being on a farm and
Yeah. No, I identify with that, and I almost thought of myself like on a Scottish farm, back like with that show, whatever they time travel, like I don't know what it's called, but I watch it with my girlfriend. It's like anyway, it's not important, but it's Scottish based, right? So I just thought of their homestead, so to speak, and it's like, bro, it kind of took me there with you saying that. And that's really what it is. It's all that is encompassed in our palate, and it's great.
But it's like sometimes it's just not even like about explaining what it tastes like. It's like, it reminds me of this because of this, and that. And it's like there's some whiskeys I've had that it's like it just tastes like hay and honey and flowers. And there was like an Irish, it was my
Hey, buddy.
It was an Irish whiskey. This one, unpronounceable name, but yeah. But yeah, it's like I might not identify the flavors, but you know.
Now, anything else you would give them to encourage them to be open-minded? Because Richard here, he has to go down some rabbit hole and blend amazing things. So, for instance, he brought something in today that had an Amberana finish. Well, you guys haven't done anything Amberana.
Where you at?
Yeah, Teddy Grahams was the last one we did, I think. Yeah.
And it was a light taste of it.
Yeah.
Super light. So when I tried his, remember, I love golden grains, but I go,
You're ready to roll.
this almost tastes funny to me because I've been drinking so much fruit flavored stuff, right? Even the cola and things. So I go, I haven't had that in a while. What's the trick to just keeping an open mind collectively, and even more importantly, walking down the Scotch route? Because Scotch is not whiskey, but it's whiskey, just with a Y, not a E.
Scotch is definitely whiskey. I guess for the palate thing,
When I leave here.
the best thing you can do is, I guess the two things that I did that I spent a lot of time on doing is I sat down with whiskey, and I sat down with allspice, nutmeg, ground cinnamon, cinnamon stick, vanilla extract, vanilla bean, coffee, chocolate, high cacao chocolate, milk chocolate. Like, you can sit down with all that stuff and see what you smell and what you can pick out in the whiskey and what you can't. That's the first thing. The other thing,
you did.
Oh yeah, for months. Yeah. The other thing that you do is
Fucking impressive.
take four different whiskeys that are relatively the same. So 4 different Kentucky bourbons, 4 different Islas, 4 different sherry Speysides.
Yep.
And sit down with them and write tasting notes on them, one a day. You know what I mean? And then after you've written tasting notes on each one, give yourself a blind. And see if you can pick out which ones you were right based on the tasting notes that you did.
You put in the work, my man.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not easy. It's training. Just like
you have to train your palate.
It's just like being a sommelier, right?
You got good days, you got bad days. COVID can mess you up. If you get a cold, if you get sick,
sinuses,
you eat spicy food, all that
allergies.
stuff. Exactly.
I mean, I can attest to that. Even like on the day-to-day to work, it's like there's days we go in there, it's like you're just on your groove and everything comes out. And then there's days where it's like I'm sitting there for breakfast and it's like you flip an egg and the yolk breaks, and I'm like, bro, I'm not doing anything different. It's just like your flick of the wrist is different, or like your, or it's like it doesn't matter. It's like you know, your sense of timing is off because you might be a little bit more tired, or like your mind is clouded. You
got shit going on at home.
It's like nothing has changed. Like you got the same pans, the same eggs, the same people, the same everything, and it's just So it's these lines of work are like you got to develop a feel, and it comes with repetition, it comes with doing it and being in it.
100%, bro.
And that's huge. Now, look, for one, I'm glad I asked that question because I didn't know Richard staged his practice in preparation for becoming a master blender. Now, you're on blend what at the blendery?
Plenty.
28.
27 or 28. Yeah.
Is Plum Pipe Tobacco count as one?
Halfway. Oh yeah, that was the third one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no, he's got some ones, but keep in mind, Tim, as he said, this guy's a
You
range.
got to do 50. How many? 52?
50.
50, and you're at 28.
50 blends,
Yeah,
and then he's
You're past
Halfway.
half.
Yeah.
then he basically becomes a master blender there, and Tim will no longer ask him, hey, or need approval. He won't need approval, to say the least.
You're gonna run your own
Actually,
gambit.
I kind of got the reins last.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
He trusts you, dude.
the rye was me. What's
Easy
he
rye.
gonna do if he has to go to Costa Rica for half a month? You know what I mean? It's like,
But you know,
that's the way it goes.
He trusts you,
I think
dude.
it's a cool thing too to have the right report, because like you could be a master blender, but if your palates are wildly different, it's like you might tug in a direction and not fit with what his vision is.
I think their
So I think
palates
it's
are they do
That's-
assimilate and they are congruent
Yep.
in that aspect, and I think that's why he feels more confident and comfortable. But they also like good booze. Because everything that they do, I fucking like. Whoa, bro! I even told these motherfuckers like I gotta quit buying, and I don't quit buying.
That's why you hear me call.
My boy was checking me. He's like, "No." And I'm like, I know, but I said, bro, I got the inch.
Because then you try
Another
it.
good one came out.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
You go, what do you do?
Easy
Because
rider.
and these guys have got, how many years you've been drinking whiskey?
That was so
Yes.
I didn't.
Just yes.
See, there's- I didn't
and he's
buy
been
that
drinking
one.
whiskey forever.
I know.
I just started
So
in a sense as
fast,
far
but
as
I
drinking
didn't buy it
from
'cause I like,
flavor
don't
and
buy it without
dynamic
it.
range. But you go,
So good.
these guys know how basic whiskey can get.
a good
So when someone, I've been to a lot of homes here recently, and because I got a lot of people that just invite me over. The challenge is when you get there and they give you 80 proof stuff, it tastes like water. I'm like, bro, this is fucking water. And it has no flavor Now I'm perturbed because every bottle I have, I've got bottles here that are unopened, bottles in my closet, bottles in my personal closet that are all flavor bombs. What do you do when someone's like, hey, let's go to the store? I'm like, no.
You're tainted, man.
I'm fucked.
That's the way it
I mean,
goes.
you're ruined.
I was gonna say the unfortunate reality is like if you're a big business and you're trying to grow and have a market presence, you have to go with something that's readily available, standard, crowd pleasing with broad appeal, right? And some things that definitely fit into categories that it's like it's not meant to be something that you just take and drink on its own. Like if you go into a bar, I mean, I laugh when you get something that's like even below a well level where it's like this is an unknown like whatever label stuff that it's like you don't even know what's in that bottle.
Yeah.
When you could even find something that's like this distillery's entry level thing and that's my well. Cool.
Chef.
I'd rather have that and
Chef, I feel your pain. I'm going on a cruise. I'm like, what the fuck do I do? I don't want Crown fucking Royal. I don't even
By the
want.
way,
Like, I wouldn't mind Knob Creek, that fun, but like,
Hard, man.
what cruise? What area are you?
so I'm going Carnival, 5-day, Yucatan, Progreso, Cozumel are the stops.
So you're going. You might want to look into tequilas and what they have. I mean, it's like look at what area the cruise is going
With the
to.
idea of tequila, you said,
No, I love tequila.
Yeah.
you drink it.
No, I love
You'd
tequila.
rather choose whiskey at some
I
point.
like whiskey
Yeah.
more, but I'll drink tequila. But my problem is that on the boat, like I need to sneak some in. So I need y'all's like advice on how to do that in the most.
I've heard people doing mouthwash bottles and putting coloring in it or different things.
Well,
with
for
clear
whiskey,
stuff, not with-
so you're allowed to take one bottle of wine. So I think what I could do is get a bottle and like a Frank's Family that's super
Yep.
dark, refill it, but I need to figure out how am I going to reseal it.
Hold on. Find a bottle of wine that comes with a wax stop. If your friend's enough with the blender,
Well, I can get it dipped.
There we go.
But see, but do they have wax dipped wine?
Yeah, they
yes.
do.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so that would.
I mean, does it matter if it was wax dipped the first time? If you're going to open it, refill
They're
it,
not
and then
gonna
wax
see
dip it again?
Once
But
it's
if
dipped-
but if you want to be legitimate, find a bottle that already has a wax stop and you
Well,
dip it in
but
the
you
same
gotta-
Then you gotta
color.
max the color.
Ish.
Yeah.
Most of them are red, so it's easy.
I don't think they're even gonna do that much of digging. If I just did a basic dip, they wouldn't know the
Look at
difference.
this. Jimmy's talking about breaking the law. Listen.
No, I am trying to break.
I mean, if you
the
ask me,
bank because they want
No,
like
here's-
$100 a day for Crown Royal.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Now that is ridiculous. Listen.
fuck
by the way, which I just found out, Crown is like
Grab
was like
the
the
next
number one
Scotch.
selling
Try
spirit
that.
in like the whiskey in the U.S.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah. Most people know Lagavulin, in America at least, from like the Ron Swanson, Nick Offerman guy. He's kind of their spokesperson.
Parks and Rec?
But yeah, exactly. But mostly what you see on the shelves here is either that 16, which is I think is a lower proof for like 43%.
And I know whiskey.
And they have an 8-year, I think, that and then his special release every year. But usually it's hard to get Lagavulin in cask strength here in America unless
That's
it's,
cask.
yeah, unless it's one of the special releases. So
Hot damn.
Richard finds
this was the
Scotch.
2022 special release.
He got a nose for it, man.
Richard's got a nose. Period.
Now, for me, when it comes to single malts, like I'm really not too familiar with Lagavulin. It's like I have had the 16. It's tasty, but I haven't really explored the range. So this is one of those where I know very little about
Let's
it,
take
and
a
I'm
look
very
at what he's
excited.
pouring.
No, but Chef, when you told me that you like single malts when I first got here.
Yeah.
You're a fan. So
Yeah.
you love Scotch. You love single malts. I think you'll like it.
I mean, the nose alone, it's like
Woo! Is it
Hey.
is it steroid?
It's like if you went into a bathroom and then it just got clean.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You like this?
no, but it's
Herbally medicinal.
interesting, like how the smoke character is so different from lime.
I also get leather though. I know what you mean. The clean antiseptic thing is probably on there, but I get leather for sure.
It's like there's a lot of parallels.
herbal antiseptic.
But yet it's distinctly different. Like Lafroy has got this like band-aid and like
No,
whole kind of like leather medicinal.
This is drier and woodier.
But also there's
Less earthy and grassy.
there's a
than
very
last.
distinct sweet note midway, like on the nose. It's like honeysuckle.
Easy rider.
Hey, he had to sit down on that one.
I'm a straight rider.
You don't want to fuck with me.
I get more cereal, more grain on this one than any of the ones we've had already.
That's tasty.
So I get herbally on the nose.
Like a honey cereal.
There's another one that I'm a big fan of, the Ben Riach cast strain,
I love
heavily
Henriette.
peated.
Yeah.
I have like this much left at home. It's like I'm hanging on for dear life because I haven't seen one on the shelf in a while.
Yeah.
I've never heard of this Ben Riaka.
I know. What is that?
Henriette?
Yeah.
It's great.
Clearly.
Yeah.
But where do we get it?
Hey, this is what my girlfriend would say. This tastes like a Band-Aid.
Yep.
See that.
But Ben Riach was one of those. I think it was like
You know,
one of
when
those
you
stores
the
that
old
went,
band, they
like
had
wasn't in
the
production,
medicine
and then it
on
got
the
picked up
opening,
by
have
like
that
whatever the
smell.
group was, and they put it in
Yeah,
the master
it's the whole
distiller and
thing,
everything else. And
So Rachel Berry, the master distiller,
Yeah, we're old.
or master blender, she's a master distiller.
That's when
for
Band-Aids were
Glendronach, and then
Yep.
Ben Riach, and then
100%.
the third is it
They stay.
Glendronach, the third
I get
one?
hurt with that.
Go ahead.
That's when they stuck.
But
Yeah,
I'm a big fan of what they're
What
doing.
you want.
Even, I
No,
even
now
took
they
a
took
photo
them
of
off.
it,
want you to
12,
not
and it was
fix
really,
them,
really
use
nice.
more and buy more.
I agree.
Now,
Everything's
what does this mean for you to be sitting here drinking this Scotch that you haven't had in such a good while?
You gotta understand, like I started moving into the bourbon territory just mainly because after COVID, the stuff I like to drink got to be so expensive over the fact that it's like, okay, you know, this used to be a $40 bottle, now it's like
We're like
pushing
all the-
the. And you know, I still like Oban, I still like Laferte, I still like all of them, but on a daily you spend that much money when it's like, I get that things are getting more expensive, but it was like, and so being that I'm in a place where, you know, bourbon is a big thing up here, and having to start off with a club, I gotta ask a lot of questions like, hey, when can you get this? Can you get that? And I'm like, I don't even know what any of this stuff is. And so I went through the initial phase of just going to specs and just like staring at this wall of bottles and like talking to the clerk up there. And also looking at what people were shopping for. And I got stuff all the way from the bottom to stuff all the way on the top shelf and found out that I like this flavor profile. I like that flavor profile. I really don't like this brand. Or like I bought 2 bottles from this one, they were vastly different, so there was no consistency. And so that was my initial kind of like, okay, poking around and figuring out. And then consistently, like at the very beginning, like Makers was my solid go-to, and then I kind of realized it's like, okay, I like the wheated bourbons, cool. Then I started kind of getting into the bourbon clubs. I met somebody that was in Someone Say Whiskey, got to go into a few bottle releases and found some cool stuff, and then that kind of got me down the rabbit hole. And the more I did this and the more I connected with people, then you get to try more and more stuff, wildly different, you know, single barrels, like stuff that's unique and blends, and going to tasting events, like straight up from the distillers, and you develop a palate, and you start realizing that it's like, okay, I still like this, but you can understand where the limitations on that particular bottle are, and then it becomes a game of like, okay, I enjoy this, and that's what you go with, and that's where we are.
Richard's taking you on a journey right now,
For some whole other shit.
and it's all because you're a fucking Scotch fan.
Yeah, I love all this stuff.
I will say, like in later years, I'm really starting to enjoy more and more the Campbelltown stuff. Like I'm a really huge fan of Nova Scotia. The Victoriana is one of my favorite pours. It just has such a weird quality to it. It's like it's oily, it's dense. Like the smokiness is very subtle, but there's so many layers to it. When you take a sip of that, it's like there's milk chocolate and there's licorice and it's herbal and it's funky and it's like, and the more it sits, the more stuff comes out. I'm like, I don't know how you guys are doing this, but that's one of those like you pour yourself a good chunk and you just sit there, and every sip you take, it's a different path. No, it's a Glen Scotia. It's a Campbelltown.
I've never heard of this one.
I feel like a lot of the Campbelltowns, at least that I've gotten to try,
That's the oldest, right?
what?
Smallest region,
Like
actually.
Campbelltown's supposed to be like where it all kind of.
Campbelltown at one point in
it's like
time was the
where
whiskey
hip-hop is
capital.
to
Yeah,
The Bronx is
There's no-
Campbelltown to Scotch.
There's only 3 distilleries there now, but back in the
the
day,
OGs.
it was humming along. There was a lot
Right?
of Scotch. Yeah, absolutely. Now I think it's just Springbank, Glengyle, and
Kilkerran, right?
Yeah, I think Kilkerran's under the Glengyle name, but I think Springbank actually owns them. So, and then under Springbank, you have Springbank, Hazelburn, and Longgrow.
Yep.
And then you have your Glen Scotia.
Yep.
They did release a Campbelltown Lock Blend earlier this year. It's like $65 or $75 if you can find it on the shelf. It's great for the money.
cool.
I'll bring it next time.
Send me a picture of that. I want to get some
I want to see what it
scotches.
looks like.
I want to diversify my whiskey
For
portfolio.
sure.
I thought you were supposed to stop.
Now one.
Yeah, I mean a couple.
I don't want to ask this because it's like this is.
Stop it.
So when they come over,
like Jordan said,
they're gonna come to my house
don't do
eventually.
drugs.
Or,
Stop.
hey, listen, I need to know this for my barbecue joint because I'm gonna have. It's gonna be whiskey neat and smoked meats. Like that's gonna be our mantra. You know, like we want smoked meats and we want whiskey. You know, like.
So guys, what we're going to do is we'll go through one more on camera with Richard, and then we'll go through just him and Luca enjoying themselves.
So I guess pick your favorite.
Yeah, what's your favorite after this, man? Because this is
There's
like
one more Isla.
Yeah, what's your favorite though?
So far this Lagavulin.
No, I mean like out of all
That's
that
what
you
he's saying,
brought, what do you?
Lagavulin.
Oh, that's your favorite.
That's my favorite Isla. I mean, it's kind of like saying like I brought
Yeah.
I brought 4 hip hop songs and 3 classic rock songs. It's like, what's your favorite? It's like, well, what do you mean?
Cool,
like,
cool.
what-
I get
like,
you. So for okay, but But
I'm
like,
looking, it's
okay,
like
I get that. But like, Led Zeppelin's "Stairway to Heaven's" like the all-time greatest rock and roll song, so they say.
Yeah.
So what I mean by that is that I would listen to all these songs that you brought, but if there was one song that you had to pick to listen to today, what would it be that we haven't tried?
I love the like that was one of my first favorite bottling.
The OG Lefroy 10?
Lefroy 10-year cast strength I've had batch.
And have we had
Five. That's the one we cracked last time, but it was a fresh crack, so we haven't had it with any kind of air being open for a
Alright,
while.
so I think we go.
It's also one of the highest proof of the 10-year cast strengths that they've done.
Yeah, so
I like Lefroy 10.
And that in Lefroy is one of my favorite distilleries of all time. Now there's a few sherry bombs in my bag, the other bag down there.
We'll try them all.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're gonna laugh, but
Well, would you prefer this the cherry bomb?
Yeah, that probably.
All right, so
especially
no,
especially on the back of the three we just had. We should keep the smoke train rolling.
So let's roll with the smoke like Ozzy.
So for me with Lefroy, it was one of those where like my introduction to this was back when I worked in San Diego, and I had another buddy of mine, Shane, and he drank Lefroy, and so we get together after work and just go down Ocean Beach and Pacific Beach area and go hit all the back bars. And like our go-to was like Lefroy and ginger ale, and that was our afternoon drink.
Oh man, that Lefroy ginger ale is a whole.
Hey, we're behind you. Miller Lite. We got you on?
Exactly. French. Now check this out, guys. Let's go and get into this, man. Look,
Gold can fail it.
In here,
Anybody
guys
want?
that are-
Yeah, right there, one of those.
You
want
guys
one?
that are on camera,
Anybody
man.
want one?
walk me through. I had Chef do it a little bit ago. You know, what does a whiskey community
Thank
mean to
you.
you guys? Because I don't come from a community-driven
Palate cleanser.
space, and so I don't know what it means to like literally. I don't know what it means to like have friends and even be in the space we're in right now.
Now you do.
Yeah, clearly.
Stuck with my white ass. Well, you stuck with Honky Kong.
So you go, what is it? What does the whiskey space mean to you guys, man? Like, what is the whiskey community? How's it impacting you? All that stuff. Like, answer to the best of your ability, because I don't know.
oh man, it's kind of like a 5-part question for me.
Yeah, there's good parts, there's shitty parts.
Yeah,
there's like all kinds of different moving parts to it.
The quick thing to me is it's like it's sacred to me. Like it's very much a pay it forward place to be. There are things that I know or things
good
that I've gotten
things.
to experience based on the kindness of others that without
Richard,
I would have still have
I
never had
forgot.
the means
For
to
sure.
be able
you
to
were right there because
do that.
Rich and I both drank that Pappy this weekend.
Yeah, that Pappy 15.
Which one, the 15?
Well, I mean, this
That's
guy
the best one.
This guy just kept reaching into his Wonka bag and like, well, here's a Pappy 15. And
That
here's
old
a
fella, that old fella's
2015
cool.
William LaRue Weller.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
One day I'll get to try
Dude,
that.
Richard was like a kid. Look, I saw his face every time the dude reached in and walk a bag.
Like, what else is in there?
Hey,
Pull out a Porsche.
Hey, that motherfucker had the Oz in that bitch.
Hey,
Listen,
look,
Chad called me. I said, oh yeah.
I didn't know what was going on, but I'm
No,
like,
he was
Richard,
litty.
Richard was like this.
You was there?
No,
Can I share something
Well,
with
you
you?
fucked
he was
up.
like this. Oh,
You
wow.
have to try any of the Pappies and all that kind of stuff.
That's
And
unfortunate.
when I lived up
No.
here,
And I was supposed to go up there, but I didn't go.
From,
I know, man.
Plano
trust me, I
Society.
believe, I'm like,
Pretty much my name.
Next time,
Yeah.
motherfucker, you just need to come to
So
my
when
house.
they did the holiday party
Make
for
me go.
whiskey, so I got invited.
Pull
I
up,
went up
motherfucker. Gotta
there.
go. Bye.
I had the worst cold I've ever had. Like I was so congested, it's like I could barely breathe. And he's like, "Here is the whiskey room. You guys try." And it's like there was all the Pappies and all the stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I literally just sat that one out because I'm like, it's gonna be a waste of fucking time and a waste of good whiskey because I can't taste shit. So the one fucking time I had like, here,
Richard
have
was
at
there
it.
for a fresh crack of Pappy.
Yeah.
Like,
one day,
and what's
one-
that? You said William LaRue.
Yeah, the Pappy.
Well, first of all, Pappy 15 is the best one in my opinion.
It was a Pappy 15. It was older too. It was from 2017. Then he had a 2015 William LaRue. He had a 2022 Thomas H. Handy. And then Buck came with Old Carter's American Whiskey.
Right. About the old
Batch
Carter.
14. That was really
Old
good.
Carter was there
Buck
too.
was there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Buck brought
Were you there?
Wild
No,
Turkey
but I saw the
17-year
videos.
bottle and bond.
I saw
Master's
Buck, but I
Keep with
forgot
the
he
Navy
was
blue
there.
box. That's really good.
Buck's cool.
So look, guys, this just goes.
shares
I don't know what's going on, but I
Nice
will tell
pours
you,
were had.
as I watch his face get excited every time this dude reached in that Wonka bag, which is a good expression, and everything they kept pulling out, they were like, I was like, "What's Old Carter?" They're like, "Oh man,
Dude, but
this is Old Carter 15, something crazy." They're bringing out like everything we drank.
how good was it, dude? Phenomenal.
It was on par with everything that was Buff Turkey, because even they said it. They were like, "Yo, when the Buff Turkey stuff this kind of aligns, but buff turkey was better. But you don't get this.
But
So, like,
understand. This is what I mean. So your palate is to a degree now that you get it. Like if you had that, if you taste whiskey that's younger that tastes like that, you're gonna know this shit is spot on.
But this thing
We had
because
buff turkey too. We killed my Go Crazy.
that's right. Look,
I gotta go crazy.
you don't
that's a good one,
understand. I'm sitting at this table drinking all this whiskey.
I could not.
And I don't even know what's
I
happening.
just got
I
it.
just know that if I had to conclude my whiskey journey, Pappy Van Winkle was it. I know for a fact.
I'm glad it was the 15 because that's my favorite. Honestly, the other ones to me are too much. But that's my opinion.
I'm gonna tell you,
Maybe
brother,
when I'm older, I'll like it.
dude,
more.
open it
Everybody
up
says
and
the
let
same
us
thing.
drink as much as we
Too
want.
much oak on the other ones.
Too
Literally,
Oak
as
bomb,
much
Oak
as we
bomb,
wanted,
Oak bomb.
people.
Well,
it
but
was
it's like I said, that's
unbelievable.
I really wish I would have brought my Elijah Craig 18 year. I would have cracked that bitch with y'all right now. I mean, I really feel like I should go to my house and get it.
Bro, all
But
I'm
next
telling you
time,
is
so I-
that
next time we're here, I'll bring that Elijah.
Rich-
I have
Already
a-
cracked.
I have a question.
But I got the hand painted from like 2016.
That's an older one.
So I've got a question because like this is also like me buying for work and like we're remodeling and we got a whole new bar going in. So I'm trying to find some fun balls for the top end.
Sure.
With specs last week, I actually managed to pull it was like a Russell single rig house Camp Nelson beat.
Oh, good for you.
Good one.
Nice.
So I wanted to ask.
CM's good.
I haven't opened it yet, and I'm not gonna open it until the bar is finished, and we can just put it on the very top shelf. But I was curious if anybody's tried it and kind of knowing what it's because it's like it's.
Well,
cost-
Cam Nelson's gonna be good, and I would say like
It was $270 at cost.
so like 16,
Oh, that's
17
not
a
bad.
pour.
That's wholesale price. Yeah.
Yeah, they've gotten proud of their shit. Like retail on the single rigs has been like what 400.
Well,
or
how much did you pay?
425 or-
277.
Is that how much restaurants have to upcharge? They upcharge on restaurants for those?
That's what I got it in for through specs.
Wholesale.
So yeah.
Guys, look.
That's a lot for a case.
No, for a single ball.
Single bottle.
Bro, like their regular Camp Nelson, like the
I got
wanna say
Camp
3 and a
Nelson.
quarter.
C. I got the Camp Nelson C. No, this is a single Rick House series though. It's not
Oh,
just
it's the blue label.
spec. Yeah.
Yep.
Got it.
Like basically, I'm trying to find like I'm keeping
Yeah, I
my
would
eyes
say
open
like
for it.
25 a pour.
For that for 200
Oh, you're
that
trying
amount
to-
for
you're
like
trying
no, I'm just curious if anybody's tried it and kind of know what we're in
I've
for
had it,
because
yeah.
it's like it's
$20 a pour for how many pours is in a?
No,
25.
No, that's it's gonna be
25 ounces in a pour.
So
in a bottle.
for us,
Oh, so 40.
Our markup is pretty low in
50.
general. That's probably gonna be like 60-ish a pour for like an ounce and a half.
Jesus
It's like a $440 bottle at retail out the door with tax. Though.
That's crazy.
Like we're looking at 50 for
So if
like.
you're looking
Fuck them bottles.
Yeah, if you're looking at 440.
But I mean that's and we're cheap. If that was
Yeah,
if you were
no,
finding
I'm
at,
mad.
if you were finding at large,
Dude, but you go to
Kentucky.
Kentucky, these bars, they got that shit cheap as fuck in Kentucky.
Yeah, but it
retail
depends on what
cost
they- what
is
they're
like
buying it
1760
Well, and they got a lot.
Four.
an ounce.
So you
And they got the
30 to 50%
distribution. Our distribution in
margin on
Texas sucks, dude.
It's like here, it's like with the TABC, it's like you have
All
an
right,
extra.
look, we'll
you
talk
have
about
an
this in a
extra layer.
second. Y'all getting into business stuff. We're
well,
talking about
TABC.
whiskey.
No, I'm saying like
It is whiskey.
Yeah, but not this kind. Listen, guys, Richard brought out his final pour. We opened this when we were doing our tour around what country was
Isla?
it? Isla.
Scotland.
And I tell you this, I got to look for it myself. I was gifted it. I've learned that the whiskey community is about gifting and sharing. Richard, I'm glad you were here because I didn't forget you was there, but I was like, damn, Richard knows. All those bottles we had this weekend were amazing, right? And I couldn't explain it still to this day. Maybe 10 years from now, I'll be like, dude, remember that time we drank that Pappy? Or that.
Was that your first time?
That was it.
So
I've
your
had
cherry
everything
was
else.
Pappy Chap, Pop
I've had George C. Stack 2007.
And you had a
2000.
12 year. Didn't
George?
you have a, no, Pappy 12?
Yeah.
Pappy 12, Pappy 15?
Was that what he brought? The Van Winkle?
Oh, well, after that, Tim and Will started bringing out other stuff too. So there was a lot B on the table. There was an old grip
forgot.
tin.
Yeah, you had the Lot B, 12 year Lot B.
See,
That's a good one
I don't
too.
even know what's
17-year Master's Keep, Bottled and Bond, Wild Turkey, and the. I mean,
This is all the stuff I drank
Like decades.
that I don't
had
remember.
decades of
And it
stuff
wasn't
to do.
because I was drunk. It was literally because I have no clue what's going on.
Well, you were buzzing.
I still don't know. Like if you told me
I
about a
talked to
dog,
you. You
I
were
could be
buzzing.
drunk as 3 skunks. You can tell me about a dog problem. I can tell you everything about it. You're
Yeah.
like, oh no, I know what to do. But when you're like, hey, this is Lefroy from Sun, I'm like, yeah, what the fuck
Good
is that?
stuff.
At the end
You
of the day,
remembered it was Pappy when I talked to you. I'll tell you
hey,
that.
because that was the conclusion.
With the
so
William
let me ask you
LaRue.
guys this: the people that are here, after you have, well, you said William LaRue.
We had a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that was one of the things I said.
So when you have William, when you have George C. Stagg from 2009 and up and lower, we had the 1979 bottle that which color brought in there.
That was Gold Vein.
Oh yeah.
The Gold
Yeah.
Vein.
Carl.
Carl John, yep.
So you go, where do you go from here? Like, what do I need to drink after this when I've had Pappy and Under?
No, whatever carries you your
That's
way.
what you were saying earlier. You get tainted, man. And then someone just gives you that's
good,
why when you go to something, you're like, well, I just put Jack Daniels, Old Number 7,
You like
regular.
this.
It's like,
good thing you're friends with him and him and me and him.
Stop it.
If I may,
Because
though,
we
like,
drink good booze.
some of that really good stuff, it's like more so than like how good the pour in itself is. It's a slice of a different time. Because like when at the club, one of our members got a lot of ended up buying a bunch of like old bottles from somebody, and there was an open Elmer tea leaf from God knows. I mean, it looked like out of the '80s.
Dusty.
So it's like we tried it. It's tasty. Was it mind blowing? No, but it's like but you've tasted something that was a window into a different era of
a slice of
product. It's like
history.
that was made for at least
100%.
at that time for the taste at that time. That was interesting to me because it's like as good as it can
Well,
be.
it's almost like you taste the environment at that time too, right?
Very
Because
much.
They're
the
time
trees
capsules.
from then, yes.
Now, look,
they're
all
liquid time capsules.
All I'm gonna tell you is
Mama.
this, guys. If you're here at the Art of Whiskey, I've learned a lot in a little bit of time, and I still don't know what's going on. What I will tell you is off camera, we're gonna get into a few more scotches because we can't thank Luca enough for being in the kitchen
come on,
today
guys.
and cooking.
You can take the chef out of the kitchen, but you can't take the kitchen out of the chef.
That's
Hey,
true.
and the brother been in this kitchen all day like
Slaving like a Hebrew.
a Hebrew. Look at this. Look at this.
Pharaoh, let my people
Clean Play
go.
Club.
You haven't finished your food.
It's been a hell of a day today. I couldn't have prayed for better days. All I
Bro,
can do
it
is
was a
keep
good
working
time.
towards them. And it ain't over, man. Stay tuned, keep it whiskey. Thank you for your follow, and even more importantly, get some scotch, get some whiskey. Get around people who have a whiskey. I guess I don't know if I
Persona, understanding,
Yo, hold on. Get around people. Period.
good
There you have
people.
it.
You know, it's like
Good people, not toxic people. Fuck them toxic people. Mazal.